Have they forgotten us yet, little lamb?
All still know us, though they try to forget. Soon, we will remind them.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a new series I'm calling Tier List Tuesday. I'm going to try and make one of these every Tuesday, and we make a tier list of things. These are probably already an old meme at this point, but they're fun, so who cares? So the first one is going to be a fast food tier list, because I saw a lot of people making these, but I live in the northeast of the United States, and a lot of chains get cut off in, like the Pennsylvania, Ohio area, and they don't make it up into the rest of the Northeast. So I figured I'd make a tier list with the restaurants we do have, and especially because we have a few that the rest of the country don't have, like Tim Hortons, and Tim Hortons is amazing. You know what? Let's just start there with Tim Hortons. So this is S tier for those of you who haven't had Tim Hortons. You're missing out. It's pretty much Dunkin' Donuts, but better. Okay, their donuts, like, way better. It's not even a comparison. It's a bit cheaper. I will say Dunkin' Donuts does have better coffee, especially like the hot chocolate too. The seasonal hot chocolate they used to have was really good, the white hot chocolate for Dunkin' Donuts. But anyway, back to Tim Hortons. What they got is they got these iced cappuccinos, which are super good. They're like, think of a slushie, but if it was coffee. And they're just so they're not sickening sweet, but they're like sweet, you know what I mean? They're really good. But what's really great about Tim Hortons is the price. Like, the price for Tim Hortons is it's unbelievable. Anywhere else, you can get 2 meals at Tim Hortons for the cost of anything else. For like $8 at Tim Hortons, you can get like 2 breakfast sandwiches, a side, 2 donuts, specialty coffee, like an iced cap. Or if you don't get an iced cap, you can get like 5 large coffees. Like, the price point is insane. Well worth your money. Like, just great place overall. So, moving on. Dairy Queen. Good ice cream. Blizzards are good and everything, but the food is just inexcusable. It just tastes bad. Like, I don't know what they're doing to their food, but their food just tastes bad. I can't even put them up any higher for their Blizzards because their food is just inexcusably poor. Very disappointed by Dairy Queen's food. So Checkers, we have them, but I'll admit there's only like one near us, and I've never actually eaten there, so I can't judge it fairly, so I'm putting it here. This is not bottom. This is just, I don't want to rate it somewhere it shouldn't, although I've heard very good things about it, so I imagine it'd be like C or B, maybe A. I don't know. I'll have to try it out. So Panera, I wouldn't really consider it fast food, but I saw it on other fast food tier lists, so I said, why not? I like Panera a lot. I'd say it's A tier. I don't go there very often, but when I do go there, I'm never really disappointed. I was actually avoiding it for a long time because it's, one of those health-conscious places, and I'm a small guy, I try and eat a high calorie count to try and gain weight, so I was worried about Panera. I'm like, oh, those are for healthy people, like, I'm not going to get any calories, it's going to be super expensive, but, it may be a little expensive, but guess what, like, it's filling. It's surprisingly filling, and they do have options for people who are trying to gain weight like me, they got, like, some really hearty mac and cheeses there, and it's good. I was impressed. And they always give you bread on the side. I love bread, so good. Well, yeah, it's Panera bread, so I guess you would expect that. But I've never been disappointed with Panera, so I'd say it earns an A. Arby's, also, I'm going to put an A tier. Seems like an unpopular opinion, but I really like Arby's. Their meat's good. They have amazing French fries. Their mozzarella sticks are okay, but they got really cool desserts, like the lava cakes. I think they have those during winter. Those are awesome. Like, what fast food places have, like, warm lava cakes? I mean, I can't think of anywhere other than Arby's, so that's a big perk. But what really gets me with Arby's, that really puts them up there for me, is that they have good bun substitutes. So I actually can't eat sesame seeds. So a lot of burger joints, I just don't enjoy it because I either have to eat it bunless or get like 2 bottoms, and who wants 2 bottoms of a bun? You know what I mean? But Arby's, they got me covered. They got good bun substitutes. their whole wheat bun, it's sweet. It's like, again, not sickening sweet, but you wouldn't think a sweet bun on the Arby's meat would be good, but it's a surprisingly good combo. And there's more options than just the whole wheat buns too, which is why, Arby's is getting an A for that. So Chipotle, pretty good, pretty good. I'm going to give them a B just because I feel like it's expensive for what you get. Mexican also isn't my personal favorite, but it just seems like, it just seems expensive for the size of burrito or bowl that you get. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get double stuff, sure, but then they start charging you more. So, yeah, it's going to go for B for portion size, but other than that, it's pretty good. So Wendy's, seems like everybody loves Wendy's. I mean, they're good. I'm also going to put them in B, but they're nothing to rave about, They're just good. Like, like I said, I am trying to, like, gain weight and whatnot, so I am pretty health conscious, so I do try and avoid fast food. But I'll eat Wendy's. Their food's a bit greasy for me. Like, sometimes their burgers are just dripping in grease, which is disgusting. And they used to have really good French fries, but ever since they changed them a few, like, 5 or 6 years ago or whatever, they changed the way their fries were. They used to be way better. So they're gonna get a B, I guess. Yeah. KFC. They're pretty hit or miss. I guess they never hit, huh? Or whatever that meme is. It's dead. I'm gonna put them in C, because sometimes it's not great. It tastes good. A big thing is, like, sometimes, I go there for fast food, and sometimes the service just isn't fast. Like, I've been in the drive-thru stuck there for, like, over 20 minutes waiting for my food, and I'm like, if it takes this long to make the food, you really shouldn't have a drive-in, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what drive-ins are for. But the food, when you finally get the food, it's good, I love their potato wedges there. Those are really good. Yeah. So I'd say C, because they got some pros, they got some cons. Taco Bell, more like taco booty. It's just, is it really food? I'll admit I haven't eaten there in a really long time. Well, not the actual food there, but I recently just had the cinnamon swirls, because I used to have great nostalgia about the cinnamon swirls from Taco Bell, because I'm a cinnamon fiend. It's like my favorite flavor. I used to love those as a kid. I got them recently, and I'm just like, is this what I loved when I was a kid? Did they change these? I don't know. They were gross, but that was the only redeeming part of Taco Bell that I remembered. The rest of their food, it just didn't even seem like food. It was gross. So, like, and the other thing, Baja Blast, yeah, it's a good flavor, but they water it down so much. You can't even taste the Baja Blast. So, their only redeeming qualities are ruined. So there's nothing really to save Taco Bell. Chick-fil-A, it tastes really good, I'll admit that, but it bothers me, something about their food. It makes me feel bloated. I can't eat much of it. I don't want to dock them too much, because that's probably just a personal thing. But, yeah, I can't really put them any higher than C there, because, like, if it happens to me, it's got to happen to at least some other people, But their food does taste good, at least. Yeah, I guess that's all I can say about that. Chick-fil-A is actually new to Western New York too. So, Ted's Hot Dogs. This is I think a local thing. But they're pretty good. They got this Loganberry pop, which is really sweet. Almost sickening sweet. It's like on the border. It's like just sweet enough where it's good enough to drink, but any sweeter and it'd be gross. I'm putting this in A. It's a little expensive, but the food's really good. And the fries are really good there too. They're just straight cut shoestring fries, but they're just good. Like, they're addictingly good, better than most other places. Like, Arby's fries are good because they're they're curly and got the spice on it. But Ted's are probably the best fries that are just like classic fries that I can think of. They're really good. But they do hot dogs, and they have like barbecue chicken and hamburgers and stuff like that. And I never really get something there that I'm disappointed with. but it is expensive. Like my meals are like $11 there compared to Tim Hortons where I can get like I'll buy 2 meals plus a donut for $8, and yeah, Tim Hortons is great. Anyway, Five Guys, the peanuts are awesome at Five Guys. Really enjoy having those peanuts there while you wait for food, you know what I mean? But what really does these guys in is the bun substitutes. They don't have any. So this is one of the places where I have to get 2 bottom buns, and that just sucks. So I can't put them any higher than C. For that, it just makes it a disappointment, and they are more expensive too. So, you'd think a more expensive place would have options, but they don't. So that's disappointed. McDonald's, kind of gross. Their food tastes good, but like, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good for you. And I guess I shouldn't really be, this is fast food. I should assume all of this isn't good for you, but like, I feel like McDonald's and like Burger King, like stuff like that is especially not good for you. Like, but whatever. Let's move on from that. Some redeeming things about McDonald's that make them above F. They got good breakfast. Their breakfast food is really good, but I can't put them any higher than D. 'Cause like, why would you go to McDonald's for breakfast when you have Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts? You know what I mean? It's just, they're there for breakfast. Why would you go to McDonald's for breakfast? But, they got like the Shamrock Shakes. Those are pretty good. So like, it's the side stuff at McDonald's that, makes them higher for me. Gotta give them props from that. Mighty Taco, I'm pretty sure that's also like a local thing. At least not for the main U.S. It's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of Mexican food. But it's way better than Taco Bell. Oh my gosh. Their cheese is a little weird because it's just like, it's just a style. It's not bad, but they just like, it's like a brick of cheese they put on there, and then they put the meat over it so that the meat kind of melts the cheese. And it works. It's pretty good. One thing I will say is that in summer they start doing barbecue stuff, which is really weird. You can get like barbecue tacos, but they're like spicy barbecue, and that's actually really good. But yeah, for a majority of the time, I say they deserve C tier, with these guys. Like, these guys are good. I know I trashed them quite a bit, but I'd say C tier is pretty respectable. Like, I'll eat there, if my friends say, hey, let's go get fast food, I'm not gonna snuff up my nose at C tier, but I'll like refuse to eat if they want to go to F. I'll probably, I'd agree to go if I was in the minority if they want to go to somewhere in D. But like, I wouldn't have complaints about going to C tier, like I'd be happy getting some of this. Just want to make that clear. Whereas like B, A, and S, these are places where I'd like suggest we could go. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving on. Dunkin' Donuts. This is like, it's very similar to Tim Hortons, except I went over the differences. These guys probably have better basic drinks, like straight normal coffee is better than Tim Hortons, I'd say. But they can't compete with like the Cooladas. Just don't compare to like the cappuccinos and whatnot of Tim Hortons. The Cooladas are too sweet for me, to be honest. That's one of those things that are too sickening sweet. But they follow in suit with Tim Hortons, where they're cheap and the food's good, so, but I'm gonna put them in B tier, because the donuts surprisingly are very disappointed from Dunkin' Donuts, which is funny because you'd expect like Tim Hortons to have the coffee and Dunkin' Donuts to have the donuts, but it's the opposite. I just find that humorous. Burger King, we're gonna put that in D with McDonald's for pretty much the same reason as McDonald's. Their most of their food is gross, but like they got slushies. The slushies, like, I'm probably giving them more props than they're worth, just because like growing up I lived on those slushies. But also their pies, like the Hershey pie, those are great. I love those. It's a nice little treat. You know what I mean? But other than that, Sonic. So Sonic is a place I wouldn't get food from Sonic. Like, I wouldn't get a meal from Sonic, but Sonic is like a good place for a snack, you know? Their portion sizes are just too small for me. I never can get full off of Sonic. You can't, it doesn't happen, you know what I mean? I'd have to buy like 2 entrees at least for that to happen, and at that point it's just not worth the money, you know what I mean? But what these guys are good for is the food is good. It's quality food, and the slushies are out of this world. The blue raspberry slushie with Jolly Rancher bits in it, oh, it's so good. You can't compete with that. So, like, oh, it just hits the spot. So that's gonna go in B. Good snack place, but I wouldn't go there for a meal. You know, if you suggest going there for dinner, I'm like, you know, but a lunch, even, see, I try not to eat sweets early in the day, so, but like, an after dinner snack, you know, you go there for a slushie, that'd be good, but, yeah. So finally we got Subway. I'm not a big fan of Subway. I would just describe it as wimpy, you know, I'm gonna put it in D tier, because, like, I'll eat it, but, like, they're just so stingy with a lot of their stuff, and they've been getting more expensive lately. One redeeming factor they have, though, are the macadamia nut cookies. Very good. Those are very nice. But, so yeah, this is my northeastern U.S. fast food tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments, you know, yell at me, because apparently Taco Bell's super popular outside of this region, but that's probably just because you guys don't have Mighty Taco, which is significantly better. Still not my favorite, but, you know, honestly, why would you eat Taco Bell when you have Mighty Taco? You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys can yell at me about whatever you disagree here, or agree. You know, if you're in the Tim Hortons cult, you know, we can rally up together. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday for the next tier list. See ya.